Guys, you complain you don't like the ads? I hear you. You want to be able to talk to us? I hear you. That's why you got to join us on the Pete and Sebastian Patreon channel for loose ends, okay? Sign up, $5 a month. You get 4 episodes of the cast commercial free, plus a 5th bonus that no one else gets. And you get every Tuesday Loose Ends, which is me hosting a live show on our Patreon channel. Often Sebastian joins. I know for a fact he's going to join tonight. We're doing a Loose Ends. That's every Tuesday, hour and a half. DJ Lou comes on. We talk about our favorite songs. We take live calls from so many guests, and you never know what's going to happen. So you want to have some more fun with us? That is the place to be. See you Tuesday on Loose Ends. All right. Thanks to Shopify for sponsoring this episode. Past listeners, have you tried out Shopify yet? I keep telling you, it's 2025, baby. You got a business idea you've been dying to do, or, get something going? What? You have any regrets? Maybe you wish you had a tool as simple as Shopify to get your dream going. The best time to start your new business is right now. Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. It's time to get it done, guys. So get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates. No coding or design skills required. All you need to do is drag and drop. Their powerful social media posts let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere people scroll, man. Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business, and it will be growing if you use Shopify. They help with the details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the important stuff like growing your business. With Shopify, your first sale is closer than you think. Established in 2025, Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/thecast. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/thecast to start selling with Shopify today. That is shopify.com/thecast.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
We're rolling here, Pete and Sebastian Show. Welcome back. Just want to go check out on the wind damage outside. It is pretty brutal out there. So, got something I want to kick off the show with.
All right.
Is there something that your wife does in her daily routine or a behavior that she does that might drive you a little nuts?
Yeah. How about you?
Well, before I get into mine, I just could you share something that Jackie does that here she goes again, she's sipping her water or whatever the fuck it is.
No, it's nothing like that. It's she'll ask you to get her something. She just did it earlier today. Can you get me the olive oil? I'm in the laundry room. She goes, can you get me the olive oil out of the cabinet? All right. And I'm opening it up. You have to know exactly where the olive oil is. So from the minute she asks you, you're going to bring it. And if you're taking any longer than that, oh my God, you don't know where anything is, blah, blah, blah. So there's a limited amount of time. And she sent me, oh my God. She goes, not sent me, we were on the couch. She goes, you got to see this clip somebody sent me. And it was a phenomenal scene from arguably the most underrated sitcom ever. And I know it was already famous, but King of Queens, the scenes with him and Leah Remini, their marriage was so good. Mm. And he comes into the kitchen and he goes, where are the scissors? And she goes into this whole monologue about how we've been living here 9 years.
Oh yeah, I heard this one.
Oh, it was so good. Go use that big brain of yours. Where could they be? Where could they possibly be? And Kevin James walks over to the door. He goes, found them. And then she's like, and then he's like, where's the tape? But it was like the whole idea of like, I do that all the time. Come in the room, where's this one? And she gets so mad that I don't know where anything is. But then I'm on the road. And you'll call me up. I'm in the garage with my father. Where's the snowblower? Where do you keep the... But She's like, she goes, but I'm not in the garage every day. You know, so that's the big thing is like when she asks for something, she expects you to find it and get it to her quick.
I kind of relate to that because I do that with Lana. That just happened with Lana yesterday. Not to top your story, but
no, please.
I was bleeding. I caught myself and I was bleeding. I was at my desk and she was there. I go, could you give me, no, I wasn't gushing blood. It was just, you know, a little blood. I go, could you give me a little Band-Aid or like a gauze? I didn't have like a napkin or anything. And then she walked out of the room, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I would think bleeding would take precedent over anything else. Like if my wife was bleeding, I wouldn't stop and make myself a cup of espresso and then come back to the, oh, here's the napkin, right? So,
what were you doing that you couldn't get up though and go get your own shit?
Listen, the thing was on my leg, and if I got up to go get it, the blood would have dripped on the floor. So I needed to sit down.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
So
All right.
5 minutes, I'm sitting there bleeding. She goes, I go, where the hell were you? Oh, I had to make a call. Make a call. So that's not what bothers me, though. What bothers me, and I've told Lana this, and there's many things that I do that bother Lana. The way I chew my gum, for example, bothers her. The way Lana chews food is aggressive. It's almost, I dare to say, gorilla-like. She chews with her mouth open.
Really?
And her sister has told her, it's fucking disgusting. Right?
Oh, really?
Hey, it's like you could see what's in her mouth. Yeah.
It's like a washing machine with the glass window. You could, if you want, you could watch your clothes get clean.
So I posted a video on Instagram and she is in the background eating food. The comments that are coming in, she can't see it because it's on my story. It's not on the grid. The comments are coming in that the people are going, geez, your wife chews like a dog, you know, like, so this is reinforcing what I've been telling her the last 15 years, right? Now, my question to you is,
That doesn't reinforce anything because viewers comment, by the way. That's nothing.
what do you mean?
There's no reinforcement because some dude's in his basement wishing he fucking was living in that kitchen. So let me just make fun of her chewing. I know that's you can't go by. I don't like that.
Well, if a behavior Jackie did was visible and it drove you nuts, and somebody else pointed it out, wouldn't you go to your wife? See,
that's true.
I think so too.
I thought you were making the video so people could see.
This has nothing to do with the chewing. This was me talking about food, and in the background, she's in the back fucking knocking it back like an elephant, right? So I'm reading the comments here, and my question to you is, do I tell Lana on a text going, you're getting ripped to shreds on your chewing, and take a couple screenshots, send it to her, so maybe then, maybe I should chew with my mouth closed. Do you think it's going to change the behavior? That's my question.
Not only change behavior in your bedroom. You get nothing out of that. She's already got a sister telling her. What higher power is telling you than your own sister saying, listen, you got
it's often the ones that love you the most get silenced. Right? Soon as
what does she say when you tell her? What does she say? I'm trying, or I don't care, or
I get a look. Yeah, I get like I get mocked.
Good for her, man. Yeah.
But here, this is, and again, I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but sometimes you just have to. I chew gum like that. I chew gum like I'm, I chew gum. It's annoying. I admit it's annoying. Yeah. I chomp on my gum. When I'm in the car with her and I got gum, she goes, "You're chomping." Out the window. Gone. You don't want to hear that? Let me get rid of it. Done. I'll do it alone.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm you ever feel like you're growing leaps and bounds? Like I'm the one always like, I'll throw that out. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like that? Okay, I'll do it. Here's another thing that bothers the shit out of me. I do have this condition called misophonia, which it's triggered by the smallest things in life. She brings an apple into the car. The worst thing I could hear is someone chewing on an apple in a closed area. Outside, fine. The sound goes off. You put that shit in the car?
Really?
So she brings an apple in, and I look at it, I go, really? Like, are you doing this on purpose? Because I've told you before, I don't like the apple.
Right.
So do you wait? Do you wait to go out and eat the apple in the car? That's what I'm saying. Just like, eat the apple prior to getting into the car.
I see, yeah, like, I can't. It's an apple, guy. That's not her problem. That's your problem. You need to figure out how to deal with the sound of somebody eating an apple. It's not her responsibility. It's to go. To ask someone to not chew an apple in that scenario, I mean, it's your loved one. If you're on a plane and they're right next to you, it's ridiculous. But a loved one, it's like, can I breathe? Can I breathe? Do you have a problem with that?
I know you're taking it to the extreme.
Well, I just, because if I give you the apple, if I was your wife, I give you the apple, that's only opening the door to showing you that I'm sympathetic to your fucking ridiculous sound shit. I can't, there's too many of them, though. That's my point. It's like, if it was just the apple, I'd give you that, but there's a bunch of them.
Listen, if I were you, Jackie asked for something, I'd be on my toes ready to go get it for her. And stop fucking around. Stop fucking around. Oh, where is it? Just get it together. Boom. Done.
I'm trying.
You're not. It's a problem.
Okay, thanks to Shopify for sponsoring this episode. Cast listeners, have you tried out Shopify yet? What are we doing? So it's a new year, 2025, and you're thinking, how am I going to make this year different? How am I going to build something for myself? I'm dying to be my own boss, or see if I can turn this business idea I've been kicking around into a reality, but I don't know how to make it happen. That's a lot to be thinking to yourself, but you have been. And Shopify is how you're going to make it happen. And let me tell you how. Get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates. No coding or design skills required. All you need to do is drag and drop. Their powerful social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts and help you sell everywhere people scroll. Shopify makes it easy to manage your growing business. They help with details like shipping, taxes, and payments from one single dashboard, allowing you to focus on the important stuff like growing your business. With Shopify, your first sale is closer than you think. Established in 2025 has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/thecast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/thecast to start selling with Shopify today. That is shopify.com/thecast. But what do you think what do you think would be reason enough to leave you? Like, I know my thing where I might leave me if was with me for that, but like, what is yours?
What do I do that pisses her off?
That you think, like, if someone said, "Oh, I used to," like if she left you because I couldn't take this thing anymore.
Okay, you know what I used to do, and I shut this down because she told me it was annoying. When she asks, what do you want to eat tonight? Sometimes I say, let's go for sushi, right? So I've taken the word sushi, and she goes, what do you want to eat tonight? And I go, sush. Okay, now.
That's what you used to do?
She goes, it's annoying when you do that. Done. And tucked it away. I buried it. No more sush. Right? Okay. But that's what I'm saying. That annoys you. Right. I don't do it no more. Why? Why is this so hard to understand? I have a problem with the apple. She had a problem with the sush. Now, in your head, that's her problem, right? The sush. She doesn't know how to deal with the sush, right? So you're telling me that's her problem to figure out.
That's different.
Oh, no, why?
Because that's a personality. That's a thing. A saying. It's a personality thing. It's not like something a little more. How would I put it? Like if you like itch a certain way, or let me just give my example. For me is there's a passing of gas situation.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like I could do it. I could do it to Jingle Bells if I wanted to. And I will go so far as to say I enjoy it. It's like it's relieving, dude, you know? But I would leave me for that. I'd be like, I can't, come on with that. So like, but that's something I can't just stop. Like, your ass aches, for example. She must get tired of those. Like every time you turn around, you got a problem with your body. Right?
Yeah. And you know what? I've taken the notes. And I've stopped complaining about this, that, and the other thing.
It's highly entertaining for the cast, though.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like these little idiosyncrasies that we have about each other is good entertainment fodder of what I do, what she does that aggravates me. Now, there's another thing. And again, there's a lot of things I love about my wife, but they're just not funny. They're just not funny. I
get it, dude. I get it. Of course, you're a great husband. Of course.
So, Lana has a problem finding stuff, I've noticed. Like, I'll ask her, or she'll go, can you get me the nail clipper on my sink top, whatever, right? I'll go to the sink top. It's not there. And then I'll go, it's not here. She'll go, oh, it's in the third drawer. I'll go, it's not in the third drawer, right? Now, if I tell my wife, go give me my comb, it's in the top right-hand corner of the second drawer from the top, right? And boom, there it is, right? Now, it's a scavenger hunt when she tells me to go get something because it's never in the place that she says it is. Right?
Yeah.
Now, right. Again, all I'm looking for is to be heard. Well, I'm hearing her.
There's an interesting thing with what you're saying there with the looking, because first of all, I'll give you two. My wife's descriptions suck. She'll be like, I said it was on the white shelf, and I'm like, it's not even white, it's red. And she's like, the outer edge is white. You know what I meant? The outer, so I agree with that. But the other thing is, how many times are you expected to go where she told you to go to look for the nail clipper or whatever it was you were talking about, and it's not there? Just keep going, or after the third thing, do you do a walk away and go to her? You regroup, give it some more thought, get some more intel on its location, and then send me back out like a drone again.
I go 3 times. If it's not on the counter, I go to a drawer. If it's not on the drawer, I go to the floor. If it's not on the floor, I leave the room. Done. Sorry. You go get it.
See, this is sitcom writing right there. That's why I love sitcoms. That's the opening scene. We only have a funny scene, then the credits roll. That's the opening scene. She's down there, you're up there. Can you give me the thing? Not there. Can you give me the thing? Not there. You're down to your last one, baby. Think wise, right? Yeah. So someone throws this in. Now we got the whole scene. Boom. We go out. We go to the craft service table. Let's get some coffee. How's the guy writing going? We got the opening scene. It's hilarious. And then the fucking network people read it and go, we don't understand, though. Why would you need the nail clippers at 6:30 in the... Oh, God. Here we go.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
That is funny, though, man. So you're making me think of things now, too. I don't like when I'm watching TV, I keep telling her, can't you stop eating out of the bag that makes noise and I'm missing dialogue and pour it into a bowl? And then she, not only does she not do that, she goes, fucking taunting us, bro. Right?
Okay. This brings me to my next thing, which I noticed. We're at dinner with a couple, and this couple tends to bicker a little bit, back and forth. And there was something said, and she goes, "No, that's not it." Now, she flicked her husband
hilarious.
off with 2 fingers. Now, have you ever flicked your wife off? Or has she ever given you the finger?
Oh, she's giving me the finger. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. What, are you kidding me?
What's the context of the finger? Is it back and forth, and go, is it fuck you, Pete? Or is it, and then out of the room? How does it come up?
Yeah, I feel like I can remember it happening, like telling a story, and then I go, "Oh God, I heard what the conversation was like that," you know. But then she's still there. I'm like, "Babe, that's not what I mean." Like, I see a woman double finger her husband at the table. That is more powerful and romantic than leaning over to him and saying, "I love you."
Oh no!
Like,
I looked at it as when are they divorcing? Like you do this across the table and other people are there. If Lana goes, you know what? Fuck yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'll see you in court.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it's aimed right at him in like anger, I suppose. But like if it's more playful, come on.
No, this is like I want you dead.
So I don't think Sadie were talking about that the other day, the finger.
Yeah.
And I was telling her the creative things. I was like, you could wind it. You ever see the winder? And then I told her that, like, for me, I go, when I really want it to hit, I shake it. I shake it like I can't hold it, like Thor with his fucking hammer. Like, I'm like, oh, the fucking power coming off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like I can barely control it.
Why is this even being taught? Like, is this a lesson that your daughter should know about how to flick somebody off? Like, what is that? A boy in her class was giving the finger. And she's like, he gives the finger. I go, because she had a friend sleep over. I go to the boys' curse in class, and they both go, that's all they do, Dad. And they give the finger left and right. And I'm like, how do they give it? And she's just like, like that. And she goes, sometimes they widen it. I go, no. I go, you ever see the wind? I go, next time you go, I go, then you wind it back down. Like a guillotine. And then that's when I said, then you do the shake. Well, you can't even, like, I'm saying it to you so powerfully, I can't even, it's fine. Yeah. Listen, they're gonna find out about these things better from Dad, right? Come on, I get it. Cool. Listen, some of these things should be definitely passed down from father to daughter, father to son. I'm at speaking of my son, I'm at his basketball game. 5-year-olds, right? My son's the shortest kid on the team because he's the youngest, and this is the first game, and this is where I think I'm gonna run into an issue as my kids grow older. I feel like, I'm coaching from the sidelines. Like, I feel like I'm the coach has got one idea and I got another, and I'm confusing my kid because I was confused why they weren't playing man-to-man defense. They would go to a zone type thing. Like my son would go to a block on the on the box and stay there, but the kid's dribbling right in front of him, and I'm like, steal from the sideline. I go, steal it, get the ball, go after him, stop him, right?
Right.
After the game, he comes up to me, he goes, Daddy, I don't know what to do. The coaches are telling me to stay in the box, and you're telling me to pick up the guy mid-court. I'm telling my son, pick the guy up at mid-court and press him. Fuck, dude. He's 5, right?
That's a technique. That's like if it was a football game, you're basically telling your son, don't hand it off to the running back like the coach said. You go long, throw a bomb.
That's what I'm...
That's strategy, guy. You're getting into... You say stuff like hustle.
No. So he don't know what to do. Now, this is at Beverly Hills School. That's where they play. It's a league, but they play at a Beverly Hills school. So you get I'm looking, guy. I'm looking at the shoes that these 5-year-olds are wearing in Beverly Hills, right? This is the only place in the world where 5-year-old kids have LeBrons before LeBron gets his, because the dad, whatever, works. He's the head of development at Nike, and he's giving the kids the shoe before it even reaches the shelves, right?
Yeah.
Pro basketball players are asking a 5-year-old, where'd you get those? Right?
Oh my God. Shit, you can still smell the sea salt from the Philippines on the fucking leather.
Oh my God. So yeah,
man.
And Lana's telling me to settle down. Lana's like, well, settle down. Because I'm like, no score, by the way. No score. Right. Which I don't like at all. And even my daughter's asking on the way home, she's like, why don't they keep score? I said, and I think I pulled a Pete here. I go, because a lot of people on the team can't take the fact that they lost. All right? I go, life is about winning and losing. And you got to get that through your head now, even though they're not keeping score. I said, Caruso, if they were keeping score today, your team got killed. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy. Yeah. That's it. Just keep drilling it right into their skull.
No, I dig that, but like, as far as telling him to press, he's got to listen to what the coach says, man. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm confusing the kid. I got to relax. Got another game this Saturday. Hopefully, I'll learn to calm down, but I'm one of these parents that...
It's interesting because we just this past Saturday, Sadie had a swim meet, right? We got to go to these things 6:30 in the morning. We got to drive to Buffalo, freaking 15 degrees out. But you get to that pool, it's just so cool. All the kids, doing their warm-ups, getting in there. So Sadie's got like 4 or 5 events. Now, the thing is, when she finishes, if Jackie knows her score, her best time in each event, and my kid swims 4 nights a week for 2 hours every night they have swim practice. So Jackie expects her time to come down every single meet, right? So as soon as Sadie hits the wall, she looks up and sees her time, and you could see if it didn't go down, she gets upset. And then, because then Jackie's like, why isn't your time going down? What's going on? She's like, she doesn't have a sense of urgency. And she means well, Jackie does, but she's got a lot of like the same kind of thing you got going. So like, literally sometimes Sadie will finish and like, Jackie will go this way and I'll go that way. I'm trying to get to the kid before she does, just to tell her, don't let mom's, get, and Jackie thinks I'm too easy on her, but I'm like, she's in 6th grade. Yours is in what? 2nd or 3rd?
Kindergarten. I don't know why you're laughing, bro. This is
what?
This is why we have a weak nation.
Yeah, but listen, when you were in kindergarten, you weren't even playing basketball yet, man. You weren't even playing it yet. So, and like I'm saying to Jackie, like the kid's already way better than I ever was in 6th grade for swimming than my best. Like, when did these kids, like you want to be the best basketball player now, you got to come out of the womb fucking dribbling right out of your mother's belly with a fucking ball in your hand, because that's how quick they start.
I know. I know it's fun and they're learning the game. I get it. My thing is that I'm not necessarily teaching Caruso or Serafina to be pro athletes. What I'm teaching them is more of a larger lesson of life, where you can't relax. You got to press. You got to keep going. You can't, be half in a fog playing the game, or you're going to be like that in life.
Your son's not in a fog. He's clearly saying, Dad, you're saying one thing, the coach is saying another. That the lesson here, and again, it's for the cast, I'm not telling you how to parent, but it is a team works better when we all stick to the plan. And the plan in this case was to do a zone, stay tight, stay patient, let the opponent make a mistake on their own, and we'll capitalize. But we got one psycho fucking Italian dad out there telling our point guard to press, and it's messing up the whole strategy. It's messing up our kids' psyche.
The strategy.
Lon is right in this case.
The strategy wasn't working. That's why we got killed. Now, as a coach, you got to be able to adjust and go, okay, man up. But then Caruso said, if you man up, I think this is a league rule that they play zone, because if they don't play zone, you got 10 kids around the ball. Yeah. So maybe that's why they're doing this. I got to figure out what the rules are.
That's true.
By the way,
I used to like zone.
I'm not a zone guy. Just beat me one-on-one.
Yeah, you say that now, but when you get older, you start playing against black guys. I like a zone. One-on-one. These guys are fucking flying by me like, I didn't even, where'd my guy go? He was standing here a second ago.
Oh, yeah. You play against
so quick.
Oh, my God, they're so quick. It's like, I remember playing pickup games at LA Fitness. You know, and this is what I don't like when people go, oh, you're judging on the way somebody looks, right? Now, I don't look like I play basketball, right?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
So if you had 10 guys and you had 2 captains and they were choosing teams, generally speaking in basketball, I was the one where they're like, I was like left over. I didn't get picked. It was just process of elimination. And they're like, yeah, just go. Yeah. You're over here, There's nothing worse.
Not only would I not only think you're good, I feel like with someone like you out on the court, I might get hurt because you don't even know how to fucking play the sport. Right? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to run under my legs when I'm going in for a layup. And, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, like I don't know like the basic etiquette of basketball.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah, so I was always that kid in certain sports that was like all right, you're on our team. But then it made me feel not bad. It made me feel like I'm going to show these guys that they made a mistake of picking me last, right? Because then, you wouldn't get the ball. Just right from the get-go, I was wide open, and the guy's taking a jumper with 3 guys hanging on his arms, right? I'm wide open under the basket.
No. He's still like, it was still better over me shooting with 3 guys hanging off me. And, and you can't beat yourself up for this, man. This is just stereotyping at its finest. There's just not, a lot of Italian guys in any sports that like outside of soccer maybe, but even then it's like, are they the best soccer players or just the best looking soccer players?
Well, obviously the best looking, but Italy used to be a powerhouse, but now they've struggled. I'm just saying, you could, if you're playing basketball and you're looking at a Chinese guy, a black guy, a Puerto Rican guy, and a white guy,
yeah,
and you don't know their skill set at all, wouldn't you pick the black guy?
Oh, Yeah. I'd pick the black guy in that scenario as quick as I wouldn't pick the black guy if we were in a hockey rink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all the nationality. You don't even go with a Russian guy so it all depends.
So are you telling me in sports it's okay to be quote unquote, I don't know, not racist, but
to stereotype? Listen, even if you don't mean to stereotype, you do it instinctually. I played Division III basketball. When I came out for tip-off, if I was guarding a black point guard, my first instinct would be to give him 3 feet. Let's see if this guy's got a jump shot. If it was a white guy, oh, God, I'm in your jaw. And if it's a white guy with goggle glasses, like Kurt Rambis, oh, God, I'm like fucking a one-man Kentucky press. I'm in your fucking shit. So, of course, you stereotype. Like, when I got to Division III, then I remember, one time I'm in the huddle and they announced the guy on the other team and the guy on my team, we were both from Long Island. I forget the dude's name they announced, but I remember he played in Hempstead High School and he was unbelievable. And I go to the other guy, I'm like, is that fucking the dude from Hempstead? And we look over and it's him. And he's like 5'3", but the quickest dude I've ever seen. And the first play of the game, he came down the court and I'm at the top of the key and he's just doing this with the ball. And I'm like, it's like all a blur. I'm like looking at the flash. And then he just shoots a 3 and it went swish. And I'm like, I look at the other guy on my team and he is black, Ricky Snell. And I go, dude, you got to guard him. And he goes, I ain't guard him. I'm like, dude, you got to guard him. This is ridiculous.
When the black guy's scared, you know you're in trouble.
I know. Oh, so then the coach goes, we'll go in zone. And I'm like, nice, pack this shit in, guys. Every time he scores now, we're all going to take the blame a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
so your boy likes hoops, though, huh? He seems to really like it, right?
Getting hoops. And last night, for the first time, we watched WWE Raw on Netflix, wrestling, right?
I wanted to ask you a question about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I only saw it in the news. I know you know more about wrestling than me. Why did they boo Hulk Hogan? From what I read, they booed him mercilessly.
Oh, did he come out last night?
Oh, yeah. It was in the thing. He came out, and I guess he's promoting a new beer called Real Beer or something like that. But before he even got into his... Can we get that, Patrick, maybe? I don't know if we can.
Did Hogan come out on Raw last night?
I'll check.
Again, this is a little dated. This might be 2 or 3 weeks past. We understand that we do this podcast in all a block of time, but
I thought he was beloved for life.
I don't. Oh wow, he did come out. Is that Jimmy Hart back?
Yes.
I didn't know he came out. Booed by crowd. Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna have to see why he was booed. I didn't watch till the end, but and for those of you that didn't see it, it was at the Intuit Dome. It was in Los Angeles. It's the first broadcast of WWE wrestling on Netflix. It was a live broadcast. Netflix is getting into live sporting events. Okay, here. Gets booed. No Hulkamaniacs in the house. Wow. Hulkamania didn't receive a warm welcome at Netflix Monday Night Raw. In fact, he got verbally body slammed by a sea of booing as he tried to give a speech. Is there
That's
any
even
way,
more harsh than what I was reading.
Is there any way we could see it? Oh.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know the ins and outs of the wrestling world and where Hulk Hogan stands, but I thought he was beloved. I thought he was an icon. He basically, put wrestling on his back. Do you know why? Patrick?
Yeah, the Vince McMahon documentary didn't do him any favors. It's a fantastic documentary called Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, I saw the documentary. What in the documentary
He allowed himself to get poached at a very pivotal time in the company, and went to the competing company.
Oh, is that why?
And then came back later on, and I think it exposed some like career things that people ended up not liking about it.
Gotcha.
That's my only guess. I haven't heard any other news about it.
All right, well, we'll look into that. But I'm watching wrestling last night, and I grew up on wrestling. Did you grow up on wrestling?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Patrick, did you see it last night?
I did not.
No. I'm watching this, and it has slowed down so much that I was like, why is this so slow? It wasn't like overly exciting. They did like a body slam. The guy walked around the ring. He looked at the guy. Everybody was like really hurt for a long time. Whereas when I used to watch it, guy got hurt. Oh, he's dead. Oh, boom. And then he'd come back and it'd be like a seesaw of like, I got hurt, you got hurt, I got hurt.
Yeah.
This was like more body slam and the guy's dead for 3 minutes and the other guy's looking at him. And another thing I don't like is you could hear them talking to each other in the ring, which I never heard before. Like, guys like, come on, man, get up. And then you hear that. Back in the day, you just used to hear the voice and the imagination of yours. You would run wild, like, I wonder what he's saying to him, right?
Right.
This you hear it, and it's like, it kind of like, I don't know, it took me out. I want to find out why wrestling has slowed down so much, or was that just because it was on Netflix and they had to give time for commercials? I don't know what it was, but regardless,
it can't be as big as it used to be, right? It can't be. Is it? Like, do they still have the magazines? You could buy the magazines as a kid and you'd see the blood and the forehead. You'd be on the bus showing your friends the wrestling magazines and shit.
They got merch. I don't know how far it goes, but I mean, I was telling my kids, I grew up on this, and I like the characters more growing up than I do now. Nothing against the guys now, but it's just like when you got Randy Macho Man Savage, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Goldberg,
Junkyard Dog.
Yeah, Roddy Piper. I mean, those were like really big personalities. Yeah, these guys got personalities now, but I don't know.
Superfly Snuka, baby.
Snuka with his bare feet. You know, I don't know. You just had, maybe because I'm not that educated on wrestling, but from what I saw last night, I'm like, I think I like it better when like
who was the one who put you in the thing that would make you pass out?
The sweeper hold? I don't know who had the sweeper. Do you remember?
Wasn't there a guy called the Grim Reaper?
Brutus
maybe
the Barber Beefcake.
I don't know, but there was a guy called
Undertaker.
No,
the Undertaker. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, like he was there last night, but like he's like. These wrestling guys are so old they can't wrestle anymore, so they try and use them in like ways where they don't have to wrestle. Like Undertaker came out on a motorcycle, he went around the ring and then went out on the motorcycle. No wrestling required, you know. They're just like an appearance.
Wow, man, but isn't it like maybe like you didn't like the show? Because it's really a dance, isn't it? So it's like maybe you didn't like that choreographed one. And how violent do they go anymore? They used to do the razor blades and cut the foreheads. They don't do that shit anymore, right? Remember you saw the Mickey Rourke movie? It was unbelievable.
I saw a little blood last night, but it wasn't made by razor blades. It could have been made by an Aaron boot that hit the head and like scraped I don't think the blood.
Real blood though? Real blood?
Yeah, real blood, but nothing where it was induced by razor blades where they would go, and the next thing you know, the blood would be raining down their cheeks. None of that.
Dynamite.
So yeah, check that out if you haven't already. Also check out the tour, SebastianLive.com. Pete and I are rolling through 2025 into April. You could check us out there. You could check us out also on Patreon. $5 a month. You get an extra episode plus loose ends every Tuesday night. And behind the scenes photos and videos of us on tour. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on the Pete and Sebastian Show. And we will see you again next week.